What's up, Good Luck family? How are you guys? It's Wednesday night. Welcome to the LuckDown, episode number 34. Can't believe it. Obviously, last week was a bit of an interruption. As you guys would have known, we took part in the Light SA Red campaign, which was an initiative just to shine light on the music and events industry and the crisis we're in at the moment as an entire industry. What we did, just in Cape Town alone, we lit up structures all over the city. I think there were over 400 structures lit up nationally around South Africa, bright red, to protest what's going on and the fact that we haven't been able to work for the last 5 months. Cape Town, we had Cape Town Stadium lit up, we had Table Mountain lit up, we had the castle, and also the wheel at the waterfront. And then you would have seen, potentially you would have seen, that we were at the Cape Town Hillcrest Quarry conducting a bunch of interviews with industry professionals there. So if you missed it, check it out on our Facebook page and our YouTube page. It was super interesting talking to many different people from the industry. And today we have got a power lineup for you, an all-woman lineup for you. Obviously, it's Women's Month, and we're very excited about that on the LuckDown. So we're talking to some women who have been very influential in my life, who I just have huge admiration and respect for. Starting off with Mymoena Scholtz. She is the head of Where Rainbows Meets, with the foundation that I've been supporting and we've been supporting through our Good Luck Cares initiative. Just a really incredible human being. We also have comedian Tumi Morake on the show. She's been doing massive things in the last few months. She obviously is one of the top comedians in South Africa. Also has, I think, 3 shows on Netflix right now. So she's really killing it in the game at the moment. Then we have Tamara Dey, phenomenal songwriter and singer. She's going to be performing for you guys a little bit later. Patreon, guys. We are finally on Patreon. I'm really excited about this. So if you love what we're doing and you want to support Good Luck, you can check out our Patreon page. Super easy. Sign in, join up, join the family. There are going to be a bunch of exclusives just made available for our inner circle. So please do check it out. The link is right here below. And coming up next, another power woman. Guys, I love this lady. She is bold, she is vivacious, she's beautiful, and she is absolutely hilarious. You definitely know who I'm talking about. First lady of South African comedy, live on the LuckDown. This is Tumi Morake. Dab. Tumi Morake, hello.
Hello, Hazard.
Hello. You know, I'm just so excited to be talking to you because the last time I saw you, you were on stage and I was in the crowd and I was laughing my ass off. And now here we are, COVID-19, excuse to actually chat to each other.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm actually, it's funny, like there's plus sides and downsides to this COVID. And I'm enjoying that more people are reaching out to each other than ever before. It's so nice. It's like we've remembered we're human. And what separates us from the animals is our sense of community. Hey?
Yeah, bro. Oh, absolutely, girl. Absolutely. And okay, just a quick backstory on you. Okay, so listen, you've headlined festivals around the country. You've toured around the world. You've been nominated for prestigious awards. You are the first African woman to have her own show on Netflix as of 2018. And I think it's safe to say, like, you're probably the biggest female force to be reckoned with in South Africa right now, right? Okay. But I have a question for you, lady,
Yes.
friend. How does it feel being a woman, since it's Women's Month, right? In like this male-dominated space of the comedy industry, the TV industry, the media industry. How does it feel sometimes to be a woman playing in that space?
This is the best time to be a woman.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like any woman who wants to make things happen, who wants to make waves, who wants to shift the narrative, who wants to change history, this is the time to do it, because I feel like more than ever, our voices are so important. Like, they've always been important, but right now it's like the world is going, okay, we can't keep being nice about this. We need to be aggressive with this, and we need voices, female voices, to be loud and aggressive and heard. So yeah, it's a very exciting time to be a woman. I know it's a scary time to be a woman in the world.
Babe, yeah, but I think it's a good time, like you say, man. And you've had some incredible role models in your life. Your mother, right? She was this bold, outspoken, wonderful woman that you look up to, you know. And as a result, like you are this crazy, vivacious, full of life, wonderful human being. But of course, you've had your share of haters, man. Anyone who does well in this life has had their share of haters. How have you coped with the haters? How have you dealt with them?
There's a Setswana saying, "Bankati bakanaka bantoi." It means those who love me are equal to those who hate me. So
I like it.
It's actually one of the things my mom used to say to me. So, and my dad actually likes to reiterate it as well. And for me, as long as people are responding to you emotionally, that's a good thing. It means you're doing something, you're making a difference, and you're getting people thinking. For someone to respond to you, you really need to have hit something in them. And so I welcome all. You know, they say no news is good news. So if I'm not hearing from people, I'm like, have I disappeared? But
I love it.
Yeah, but also it's a very important thing that I feel like this message keeps coming to me in different forms in my life, because another mantra that I have is, don't let the hype get to your head. Don't let the hate get to your heart. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Can I steal that? I'm going to steal that, man.
Please.
That's nice. That's nice. Lovely. Now, girl, you've had a crazy few months. I mean, like, your entry into COVID-19 was interesting. You were stuck in America, right? You were stuck, I think in New York City, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
How was that experience, and how did you get home?
So we traveled to the US in the beginning of March, and I could see, like, I do a radio show, I do a breakfast show every morning. So I could see the news. I could see that this pandemic is growing. And so I say to my husband, I'm like, hey, I really pray that our trip kind of happens before this thing becomes a problem it looks like it's going to become, or that it dies down while we're there. At the time, we didn't have this idea that it's going to be a global pandemic. And so we get to New York, and we're supposed to be in New York for a month, and then spend a month here in Virginia, and then a couple of weeks in LA, and then head back to South Africa. So it was a pretty longish trip that we were planning.
Yeah.
Then New York is becoming the epicenter of the pandemic. And I'm like, what is going on? And they had just announced that in 24 hours, New York is going to shut down. Now, we are in an apartment in Manhattan. It's gorgeous. We're having the time of our lives. But I've got 3 children. I've got an 11-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 6-year-old in an apartment. And I'm going, there is no way we're going to survive lockdown in an apartment with 3 children.
Oh, hell no. You're getting a taste of real New York style living there, girl.
I was like, let's not push my limits as a mother. Let's move. And so we came to Virginia, because here at least we're in a freestanding home, and we don't suffer too much cabin fever. If they drive you crazy, you send them outside, they go out onto the lawn, check out the deer, and then come back calm.
So are you still in Virginia now?
Yes. I'm in the DMV. I'm in the US.
Wow, I didn't even know that. Jeepers, these people don't tell me things. I thought you were happily sitting in Johannesburg there on the same time. What is the time there?
So right now it is something to 10. It's heading to 10.
And at night?
No, in the morning.
Oh gosh, okay, my brain. I don't know, I'm all over the place. Of course, you're behind us. Yes, okay, sorry. Gee whiz. Okay, so you guys are living it up there and keeping the family entertained outdoors, kicking them outside.
Yes,
that's a good time.
Yes.
And I mean, are there any plans to kind of come back?
Absolutely.
Stage?
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, what?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Very much.
We're not losing you to the Great Virginia.
Never.
Okay.
Never. I think the way this is gonna work is I'll live between here and South Africa, because the plan has always been to move. Like, my husband and I, we met in varsity, and ever since varsity, America was a dream. It was one of the things that should happen. Like, he comes from a family that has lived all over the world. I'm talking his own nuclear family, mom and dad, and then just his family as a whole live all over the world. Indonesia, America, UAE, UK, they're everywhere. So
this is the thing. You guys want to be this is a globally kind of situated family.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And just talking about like all your achievements, because you've got so many, but lately you have clocked not 1, not 2, but 3 Netflix shows at the moment, right? Which is crazy, including a movie, Seriously Single. But before we talk about it, guys, let's watch the trailer. So you get a little sneak peek. This is the trailer.
Do you remember when we fell in love?
I know we weren't going to do vows, but I need to say something. I am so happy that I finally have someone to come home to.
Wait. Did I make this all up in my head? He was the love of my life, you know? We were going to get married.
You're together for 2 months.
It was 2.5 months, Noni. And you know it.
You're single now. Girl, you can do whatever the hell you want to do.
I'm single now.
Yeah.
3 simple rules, right? Number 1, do not give out your real phone number. Number 2, do not talk about your exes. Number 3, don't have sex with a guy more than once. Otherwise, it counts as a relationship.
Is your dad's name Oliver? Because you're going to be all over this.
Maybe you and I could be like friends.
See, you can't be friends with someone you've had sex with.
And what makes you so sure about that?
Experience.
Okay, wait, no. Experience? What experience?
How is this enough for you?
You're stuck in a fairy tale. These guys don't love you. They use you and then they throw you away and you let them.
What if he's the one?
Actually, we should stop.
Sorry.
We
could stop tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow works.
Tomorrow.
I didn't recognize you with the wig on. You're desperate, babe.
To be done with me! Yeah! I'm okay!
So as you guys would have seen, this is like a classic rom-com. You're the wild, sassy nonny. You've got a best friend who's had a messy breakup and you're just trying to convince her to embrace being single, right? Okay, now this is not your real life role situation. You're a mum, you're married, you don't live this single life. Hey,
boring.
listen to me, not boring, beautiful. But how did you enjoy? Now be honest with me. How did you enjoy playing that single girl for a few moments there, hey?
A little too much, you know, like we shot this film in such a short space of time that when it was over, I was like, please, can I hang out with Nani a little bit more? Can I do some stuff with Nani? Oh my gosh, it actually made me feel like
an alter ego.
Yeah, I almost went, did I waste my single life? Because I mean, going through what these girls go through in the film, I'm like, guys, I clearly did not live enough when I was a single woman. This is insane.
Yeah.
It's a jungle
2.0.
out there.
It's wild. It's wild. It looks like so much fun, and I think a movie that a lot of girls can relate to.
Yes.
So that's so cool. And Tumi, tell me, latest projects coming up or things that are just launched. What are you currently putting out into the world?
Well, we just did a live Married But Not to Each Other show with my partner in crime, Tumi Morake. And
beautiful.
Yeah, so it's going to be available for those who missed it. It's going to be available. People are going to be able to watch it on television. We're just signing on the dotted line, and yeah, people are going to be able to access that. We're still punting our film. You know, in our first week, we were in the top 10 movies on Netflix. At some point, we hit number 6 in America. So I'm really excited, and we're really trying to make this the most watched film on Netflix as far as we can. And I'm working on a film. There's a film that we've been writing now for a couple of years, and you know, COVID has slowed things down for us, but I'm grateful because it means you really get to perfect your work. So so that's what I'm doing. So I'm just doing a variety of just online shows, writing a film. Working also on a series,
Babe, you don't stop. Mother, filmmaker, actress, comedian, friend. Like, do you ever take a bath and like meditate? I don't know.
Do you know, I lock myself in there. Funny you should say that, because a lot of women who are mothers, wives, and everything to everyone tend to never take care of themselves. Like, we burn ourselves out. Years ago, I met this older woman, and she said to me, you lock that door, you switch on some scented candles, you put bath salts, and you chill in that bath. They can bang all they want. Lock that door. That's what I do.
Oh, I love that. So you lock them out.
I love that.
Out. Or, you know, if they're really irritating you, you could always lock them in. That was my punishment as a child. My parents decided they weren't going to give me claps, but they were going to lock me in the bathroom. Let me tell you, there ain't nothing to do in the bathroom, eh? Boring.
I worry about the soap. there's water. There's the fact that they watch too much YouTube. I feel like there's gonna be an explosion.
Something's gonna happen. Oh man, listen, but to me, it's so honored to have you on the show. You're one of my big heroes, and I love, as a woman, I think you're an incredible example to so many women out there, especially from South Africa. Especially from Africa. And now tell me, if like in just closing of this conversation, because it's Women's Month, right? If you had like one little bit of advice to give to any girl out there right now, what would it be? I know it's quite a broad one, but I think like, what like heart lesson have you learned that you would love to just share with the girls of the world?
Every victory you have is for every woman. It's for every woman behind you. No matter how small you think it is, every time you overcome something and refuse to give up, you're making sure the rest of us can't give up. So don't give up.
I love that, man. I love that. I've got goosebumps now. Crazy everywhere. But to me, I'm so grateful that you tuned in and all the way from America. Thank you so much for your time. Give all your kids a big hug from us. And and just keep being you guys. Go check her out on social media. All of the links are right here. You can check it out. Go follow her. See what she's up to. And let me tell you, if you're not going to watch her on TV, you're going to laugh a lot anyway at some point. So follow her and be entertained. Tumi, we love you. Till next time. Good night and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you for the good vibes.
Yo, what an awesome power lady. Tumi Morake. Hey, some wise words from her. I'm sure you guys will agree. And speaking of power ladies, up next on the LuckDown, we have a woman who is very close to my heart. She is the director of one of the foundations that we have been supporting with Good Luck Cares, Where Rainbows Meet. Speaking to her live, all about the organization, about what she does. She truly is an unsung hero of our country. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you, this is my interview with Mymoena Scholtz live on the LuckDown. Mymoena, the work that you do here, I've had a glimpse into it and it's just phenomenal. And I think it can only be described as a true calling. What inspired you in 2008 to make this your way of life? What called you to serve the people like you do?
There was about 8 old women that came into my previous organization, and they wanted to start something that is really there for the people. At that point in time, I just felt that they expected too much of me. And in 2008, when I resigned in 2007, 2008, they called me back into the community and motivated me to start an organization. And I was really in love with the rainbow, and I thought to myself, but what about the rainbow? Because there's a rainbow educare, there's so many rainbows, but how can I name this organization? And I looked at everybody around me and I looked at this particular place and I said to myself, this is where Rainbows Meet will be, and it's just because of the old women that wanted, something to happen in the area, something that can really uplift and motivate the people to do for themselves. That is why we started Where Rainbows Meet.
Oh, it's an awesome, and it's such a phenomenal center. It's grown, right? You've got education side, you've got the sewing side, you've got the feeding side. What are your main focuses as an organization, would you say?
Our focus is training. We train, we mentor, we educate, we support. It's no use we give them the skills and they don't know how to implement the skills. So we keep on mentoring every individual that is coming through our training programs. And it can be your life skills, your leadership training, your computer training, your sewing and your beading training, your gardening programs. There's just so much that Rainbows has to offer. But our focus is pure development. Seeing that baby grow from where it starts and where it finishes, till right into the dream that the individual has, pursuing a career, a job, and sustaining his own or her own family.
That's phenomenal. Such an awesome thing. So during this pandemic, you've obviously seen the need has increased, and you guys have started this incredible feeding program to just support, I call it triage. It's emergency support for the people who really are without any way of earning a living at the moment. How have you managed to run your program here? Explain to me how it works. So if I'm donating something, how does the system of where rainbows meet support the community?
Every donation that comes in, first we have to market. We make an appeal on Facebook. We connect with individuals. Mymoena de Gama is our close community, so obviously we're going to first approach our neighboring communities for support. We target businesses. We target every individual that we can think of that can bring in support for Vrygrond. The resources that comes in as recorded, how many stock is coming in, what goes where, how many items the kitchen uses every day. And also we're looking at individuals inside of Vrygrond and outside of Vrygrond that wants to start a kitchen. And then we assess and see, okay, let us assume we have 1,000 bags of potatoes. And then we calculate how many bags we can distribute to the kitchens in order for every road in Vrygrond to become alive and start a feeding program.
So talk to me about that. You actually have members of the public feeding from their own homes. So they come here, collect produce.
Yes.
And then they take it to their homes and then they feed their immediate community.
Yeah. Instead of us, cooking thousands of pots of food, because Rainbow's focus is on development. We know in every road there is somebody that loves cooking. We know in every community there is somebody that loves cooking. All they needed was the resources and the know-how. What can we do and how can we do it? Where does the resources come from? And calling on Rainbows to come and distribute food, we are too short hands here. There's too little people. We are a skeleton staff. We have our own job descriptions on a daily basis, and we are now the COVID-19 team. We are about 8 or 10 staff members, whereas we were 20 staff members before. So every one of us has got now different job descriptions. We are just the COVID-19 team, but we also, fundraisers. We are marketers. Carl and myself, we're doing a lot of other things. But for us, it's to empower the community so that the community can take ownership and responsibility.
That's amazing.
We have taken it a step further about a week and two ago, where we've distributed letters. We had meetings with them. We distributed letters, and we made sure that each and every kitchen has got a letter to go out and market themselves in order for them to know what it's like to appeal for donations, to know what it's like to be turned down, and also to know what it feels like when you are accepted. When your request has been accepted, what feeling you get inside. And just this morning, I received a message to say, I got a donation through your letter of support.
Oh, wow.
And that for me is a step in the right direction where we teach them how to fish for themselves.
Yeah.
And that is the whole process of Rainbows, is to develop the community and mentor them and support them and guide them in the way that we see the community must take responsibility of themselves.
You're a beautiful spirit, and this Women's Day, we're just celebrating you and all the incredible work that you have done. It's not an easy job. I know, I've seen firsthand. It's a difficult job. It's a calling. It's a labor of love. And I just want to say on behalf of our Good Luck family, but also just the whole country, thank you for being a strong woman, for being an inspirational woman, and for leading your community and for uplifting your community. She's a rare diamond, guys. Mymoena is a rare diamond, so we must celebrate her this month and every month. Can you quickly show me around the kitchen?
I can show you around.
Let's go.
You can see we are displaying now here, and the 37 kitchens will come in today, and they will collect the vegetables, and whatever donations we receive will be distributed equally to the kitchens.
So he is one of the chefs, and he asked me last time, can I bring herbs?
Yes.
You care how the food tastes?
Thank you.
Yes.
We have to cook in here, and as you can see, every stove that is donated to us has been utilized for this purpose in order to keep feeding the community. And these are the locals from the community that has been with us since the start of COVID-19. This is the main kitchen of Vrygrond and the surrounding areas. I think Rainbows is the one that is feeding the most people on a daily basis. We serve about 2,500 families, if it's not more, because every day there's a new community that reaches out to us. The crowd is not becoming any less. In fact, it's increased the totals now. And the need to eat is becoming more desperate. As you can see, these are 100-liter pots, and we ensure that it's vegetarian everywhere, veggies everywhere.
It's healthy.
It's
good
healthy,
food.
it's nutritious,
Lovely.
and
it's tasty.
it's very tasty. You know, I told the cooks last week it's their problem that the totals has increased. This is the rice.
Because the food's too good.
Yes, the food is too good, and that's why the people are all coming. Because it's not just from Vrygrond, they're coming from Lavendale and the surrounding areas to come and get an ice cream container full of food. For us, it's a joy to serve the community because we know poverty has been there long before COVID.
Yeah.
But it's nice to get support from individuals like yourself that is allowing us to do the work within the various communities. And as you can see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
How many
5,
people
6,
will? How many people will feed from these pots today?
2,500.
2,500 people will eat from
6
these.
communities.
6 communities, guys.
Yes.
And it's all thanks to your donations that we're able to be one of the entities supporting Where Rainbows Meets. You rely a lot on community support.
A lot is depending on the support that is coming in. We are not a well-funded organization, no funding from government. So Good Luck's role is very important to us, going out there, speaking about us, making people aware, and also bringing support in for Rainbows. We really appreciate that.
Mymoena, you are in a way an unsung hero of the community because you just do your work every day and you don't really seem to expect any praise for it. You just get on and do it. Are there any women or any people that have inspired you to follow this path? Oh,
I think when I look back, the kind of person my mother was, she was very humble, very kind, very giving. I could never understand that. I was the youngest in the house, and I was obviously the one that has to see to everything and supporting my mom. And although we did not have a good life as children, she remained the most kind of person, and always her door was always open for everybody. So it started there, where I looked at my mom and I looked up to her. And like I said, although she never had an easy life, a married life, and we didn't have an easy life as children, I still wanted to be like her.
oh wow.
To give to people, to have an open door, have an open heart, and just to be the same every day, no matter the challenges that she faced. She would always welcome people with open arms and open hearts.
Oh,
so that is my real role model.
That's so beautiful. And she is living through you and your spirit and the incredible work that you're doing. And I think she'd be so proud of you because, you just are a shining beacon of light for this community and for South Africa. Mymoena, I'm just going to ask you lastly, if you want to help, if you want to donate directly to Rainbows, get in touch with you, get involved, volunteer. How can we get in touch with you? What's the easiest way?
They can get contact with me on my cell 073 261 8864. They can visit
Numbers here.
They can visit our website, whererainbowsmeet.org.
Yes.
We have a Facebook page, we have a Twitter account, we got a LinkedIn account, and the Instagram.
Instagram is at where_rainbows_meet. We're going to put it right here on the screen for you guys. Go and connect with this incredible organization. If you are looking to volunteer, if you're looking to give of your time, if you're looking to cook, if you're looking to donate money or food, approach them directly. They've been one of the projects that we've been supporting through our Good Luck Cares initiative. But I think, you might want to support in a different way. And here's an opportunity to connect with an incredible person and a wonderful team. I personally can just say that you guys are amazing in the work that you're doing, and I hope that it continues and grows way into the future. Thank you so much for being a positive force in South Africa.
Thank you. Good luck for being a part of our journey and support.
Wow, guys, I was really holding back the tears there. I'm sure you agree that Mymoena is just the most beautiful human being. And the fact that we've partnered our Good Luck Cares program with her as one of the beneficiaries, I'm sure you agree with me that the fund is in really, really good hands. All the incredible work that she's doing for South Africa and for the people that need her. So our last guest is one of my favorite ladies in the local music industry. She's definitely no stranger to the music industry. You guys will know her songs, know her music. You'll have seen her on the red carpets all around South Africa. Please welcome Tamara Dey. Hello, Tamara, my love.
Hi. How are you? Very good. It's been ages since I've seen you.
I know, it's been months and months and months. And, you know, we obviously always bump into each other backstage and at shows. And I've seen your face. It's really nice to see you again. Are you well?
Yes, the feeling's mutual, babe.
Aw. So listen, my love, we're here. It's Women's Month, and we're obviously celebrating the most phenomenal woman in our country, and you are very high up on that list. And you are this incredible powerhouse. You're the strong female force, and I think anybody who knows you, who follows you, can attest to the fact that you are very unique and very confident in your own personality and in who you are. And you know, and you've obviously developed that identity. You've developed that identity over years, and you're very secure and very confident in who you are. What advice would you give to maybe other females who haven't found their identity yet, or maybe up and coming women in the music industry who maybe haven't found their inner voice? Like, what advice would you give them to find your voice and then to be unapologetic about it?
Sure. I just want to say to artists that are still figuring it out, it takes some time. It didn't, that didn't kind of fall into place for me right in the beginning of my career. It actually took a number of years for me to really kind of find myself and find my voice and find that and feel like everything, it was kind of slipping into place in terms of my unique kind of image, story, brand, etc., all the above. And really it just came through just making as much music as I could. It came through collaboration. It fell into place, when I was experimenting and pushing myself into spaces musically that I hadn't been before. And I started to find, and discover parts of myself as a performer that I hadn't before. And I found a lot of strength in that. And it was really, only sort of into the Flash Republic years, when that had already sort of been going for a while, that I really remember being on a stage, and just even the way I moved on stage had sort of, I'd found a groove even with that, and it took time. So don't be too hard on yourself. It's a process that you should enjoy, experiment, push yourself, collaborate, and along the way you figure it out. You really find yourself as a performer and on stage.
Such good advice. I think that's so pertinent, and a lot of female singers can definitely benefit from that. Patience is key. And collaboration. You speak about collaboration. You're the queen of it. You're the queen of collaboration. You've had some powerful collaborations of your career. And your most recent single, which is very exciting, is a collab with Moby Dixon. It's called Lock Me Up. Now, I have to ask, the inspiration behind that, is it something you wrote during the lockdown, or was it written before? Was it just kind of like fortuitous that you're releasing it now?
Funnily enough, I wrote it before lockdown. I have actually got quite a funny story. I was actually on a dance floor in Cape Town, actually, at one of those like fair Cape Town dance parties, and a guy that I knew from the scene walked up to me on the dance floor and he whispered in my ear, "If dancing is a crime, lock me up." And
oh my gosh!
And literally from that night, like I was like, I'm gonna write this track. Like there were a million storylines exploding in my head, and I said to him, I'm taking that line and I'm gonna turn it into an amazing dance track. And I sat on it for years. Because this was quite a long time ago. Anyway, and then before lockdown, Moby and I got into studio, and he played me a beat, and it was the perfect fit. And we didn't release it. We went into lockdown, And while I was locked down, I just thought, my gosh, the song needs to come out right now. It really kind of speaks to that kind of frustration that we're all feeling locked up, wanting to be on a dance floor, wanting to be out with our people, wanting to taste that freedom again that none of us have right now. I guess they say everything happens at the right time. So it's the first single I've released independently. I've always released through a major or kind of independent label, but
that's very exciting.
I released my own, and it was an incredible learning experience. I understood that everybody releasing music, a lot of people releasing music were releasing from their homes, from their bedrooms, locked down, etc. And I felt like the right way to do it. And it was, it's available on all streaming platforms, obviously, and it's out there, so check it out.
So that wraps up our absolutely incredible all-female, all-star lineup for the LuckDown this evening. Hope you guys enjoyed, and you will agree with me. We have some remarkable women in this country. Very, very proud of everything that we're doing as a country right now to support women. Keep it up, guys. It's wonderful. You might have noticed that I changed outfits. This is one of our Good Luck Be Yourself hoodies. Super cool, super warm, super comfy. If you guys want to get one, today we are doing a promo code for all of our LuckDown viewers. Really easy. You can head to our merch store and just use the promo code LuckyMe, and you will get 10% off your order. So go grab while you can. It's only valid for today and tomorrow, and it'll be nice and snugly in your hoodie. Guys, thank you so much for everything, for all your support, for continuing to watch our show and continuing to support us as a band. We love you all very much. Tune in next week, same time, same place, 7 o'clock. We can't wait to see you there. Till next time, everyone, love everyone. Look after yourselves, look after each other. Good night and good luck.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. No shackles or chains could hold me back. Yeah, I'm gonna dance till the sun comes out, and that's a fact. Woo! I'm not taking my clothes off, though you think I'm not. Yeah, we're burning up the dance floor. Yeah, you know it's cool. We're gonna set it alight. Lock me up. If dancing is crying, lock me up. If dancing is a crime, lock me up. If dancing is crying, lock me up. I'm gonna move my body. I'm gonna move my body. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna move my body. Yeah. I'm ready to do my time. 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 So love me, yeah.
Look at reference to what's happening.
So powerful.
The coronavirus pandemic.
Yes.